Hello. Hello. I'm Drake, and this is Touching the Edge, the aftermath of the election, creating a positive election, and not creating a conditional relationship to that. A positive election that gives us an empowerment, each one of us a self-empowerment. I'm glad to see you. We're glad to see you. Hope you're in contact with joy today. And I just want to touch on objectification. Just check this out. Imagine you're sitting looking at yourself in a mirror, and there's two mirrors facing each other, and you're seeing yourself, seeing yourself, seeing yourself all the way down the line. So which of those selves is you? Which of those selves is the deepest part of who you are? My suggestion is that all of those selves are you, and in a way, none of those selves are you. You're both each one of them and beyond all of them. Isn't that true? But imagine there were one of those selves that you saw in that series of mirrors that you identified with as your central sense of self. Now, that would be really an illogical and a damaging situation because it wouldn't be the true reality, the true expression of your wholeness. My suggestion is that you are not who you identify with. You're both what you identify with and beyond that identification. So if you only want to pretend that you are that exclusivity of what you identify with, that is no more logical than saying that you are one of those selves, and that is the only one of those selves that you are. You're the denominator. You're the numerator and the denominator. But the denominator represents the wholeness, and that's who we are in our lives. The wholeness, not just one numerical figure in the numerator. Right? At least that's my understanding. So to me, when we understand that we are not any one of those specifically identified selves, that connects us to joy. If we only think we are that calcified self, only that's when we are rigid. And if our life doesn't fall within those parameters, it's a failure. And we are more than that. I just think it's really, really funny. It's really amazing to me. Right now, myself and yourself, we have an identified emotional expression in the back of our mind, who we feel that we are. This identified self has a future identified self that it wants to be. So an imaginary figure wants to become a future imaginary figure. So let's recognize the wholeness of who we are. This time it's happening for us and not to us. And it's happening for us to realize that we are the whole and not us versus them. That's my perception of reality. I'm sticking to it. So thank you. Thank you for joining us, here today. Have a wonderful day. Remember the power of joy. It's not so limited. It's not just happiness. I bring my hands into prayer position and I bow to you. Thank you. Namaste. Thank you. Have a good day, my friend.